Hi everyone. Hi Risu. Hi everyone. Taking things super slow tonight. Very tired. And I had this whole intro planned out and I screwed it up right there. But you know what? It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I just hit my microphone. I'm very tired. I'm sorry. Oh jeez. Okay. So. Very tired. Fuck it. Just get on with it. I'm gonna do my makeup because I just showered. Meant to do that earlier, but I'm running a bit late on everything, so I'm gonna do my makeup. And then we're gonna learn some Spanish. Most of those are actually DVDs. Actually, no, I think you're right. I think most of them are books. But they're not actually meant to be there. They're just meant to make the shelves look full until I can fill them with the things I actually want to fill it with. Namely, more DVDs. My books all go in my bedroom. This is my living room, and this is not eyeliner, so that can go away. But, yes. Many books, and honestly, haven't read any of them. Well, maybe. Oh no, I've read some of them. The problem when you're writing a book is that you don't really have time to read any anymore, unfortunately. In fact, I think over the last year, I have read a grand total of maybe 3 books. And one of them I'd already read before, so I am all over the place. I was meant to have dinner before we did this, but I got caught up with everything else and ended up screwing up my dinner. Most of it got stuck to the pan, and the rest of it was watery as hell, and I'm just like, I'm not eating this. I am not eating that. It looks disgusting. This is the wrong eyeshadow. As you can tell, I am fully on top of everything today. Absolutely everything. Wow, sounded mental. That's actually pretty normal for me. Although I do feel a bit more manic than usual. I just have a lot of manga in my shelves. I have half a shelf, I think, of manga in my bedroom. Haven't read any of it yet. It was my brother's, so I think most of it's actually all porn. But I don't actually know why he gave it to me. He just did a big clear out of stuff a few years ago and was just like, hey, do you want this manga? And I'm just like, sure. And he's like, it's about monster girls. And I'm just like, okay, that's fine. So I have a monster girl porn on my bedroom shelf. Yeah. Not like what I expected to talk about today, but best get it all out now. I don't think I have any other porn in the house. At least not that I remember. And that doesn't mean there isn't anymore. There probably is somewhere. Which is a really weird thing to say. Oh god, I'm all jittery. I don't know why. My hands are all jittery. What's going on with that? Could be because I'm talking about porn on the internet. We should do a dramatic reading of those Monster Girl mangas at some point. That might be fun. That might be fun. She said in the creepiest way possible. Something wrong with me. So tired that I am going to stream, because what would I do if I wouldn't stream? Probably nothing. I just sit around wondering what to do. Starting off a stream with porn seems about right. I mean, what else are you gonna start a stream with? Something wholesome? Never. Anyway. I'm gonna get this done. I would have done my nails on stream, but I really needed a boost yesterday, so I did them then. Also, that would have just involved me, I think, sitting around for a while too long, waiting for them to dry, instead of doing stuff and completely fucking them up. Stream off with porn. Oh, I cannot see my eyes. They are just getting worse and worse. I just can't see. Probably because my actual glasses broke a month ago. And I've been too fucking poor to get them replaced. And I want them replaced because I hate wireframes. I've learned this. Wireframes just make my eyes hurt. What book are you writing? My book is a combination of things. I like to call it a slice of life, but it's also a tragedy, a comedy, and a ghost story, so all of those. So it is a slice of life. It just happens to have incidental ghosts and tragedy and comedy. Much like life, except maybe the ghosts. Maybe. We don't know. We don't know. Right, yes. I'm doing gold eyeshadow, maybe. Or am I? Maybe I'll do a bit of pink. Pink goes with my shirt. Therefore, sort of pink. What the heck is that on my hand? Oh, it's just a bit of eyeliner. Well, I hope it's interesting. I think it is, but it's my story, so I gotta be at least the only person who thinks it's interesting. Yeah, it's I can't talk and do eyeshadow, so I'll just no, I forgot what I was gonna say, so I'm just gonna finish my eyeshadow. Shut up, me. Wrong eye. Still wrong eye. Wow. I am on the ball today. Not at all. I'm fucking tired. Start a counter of how many times I say that. Both in English and Spanish, because eventually we are going to be doing some Spanish today, because I found out you can have Duolingo on your web browser and not just your phone. So... Jeez, my hands are shaking so much. This is not ideal. Stop it, hands. Can't the stream be in just chatting? Is it in just chatting? I'm pretty sure it should be. I went to the... I think I changed it. Yeah, I did change it, so it is just chatting. We might just do just chatting. We might get to a game a bit later. All depends on... Is it? I definitely changed it. Okay, so I clicked done again on OBS, so that should do it. You might want to try refreshing it. I think that would fix it. It should be in just chatting. I meant to do that earlier, but as I say, it's running late. While my face is pink, because Electronic Superjoy's cover art is pink. Now I am blue. Blue is okay. I like blue. I like pink as well, to be honest. Fixed. Awesome. Thank you. Thank you for pointing that out. I thought I fixed that, but... Oh, jeez, hands. Stop shaking. Look at me. I'm... like a vibrating armchair. Hey! I think you're the first person who's actually done that. Been up there for months. Pretty good series. Oh jeez, there's just mascara all over the lid. Now it's on my hands. Well, how the heck did that happen? Just wiping it on my tights. Seems legit. Wipe the lid on my tights too. I think that dealt with most of it. It's a web series. The episodes, I think there's only 6 episodes, and they're only like 10, 12 minutes long each. And there are English subtitles. I think I did. Yeah, it's I say relatively short. I should have actually put like short episodes. Like they're like 10, 12 minutes each. They did do, I think like discussion afterwards, like on Zoom, for like upwards of an hour or something. I haven't watched those, mostly because the subtitles aren't that good, and neither is the quality of the Zoom call, so it's all a bit all over the place, but it's something I'll get to when I understand Spanish better, which apparently... I actually don't know what the rate is for how quickly people are supposed to learn a language. I don't know if I'm where I should be, or if boycott plastic because plastic stinks. Plastic is lousy, and I know that seems extremely ironic considering almost everything I have, not everything, a lot of what I have in my flat is probably plastic based, but I'm working on changing that, because plastic sucks. That's why. I'm just trying to spread the word, and I know it seems hypocritical of me now as I put my plastic framed glasses on. Yeah, but I'm just thinking about, like, actual plastic that isn't degradable. I could put my headphones on now. So most of the issues are resolved with it. With what? What are you talking? I'm sorry, what are you talking about? I'm very slow today. I guess I don't need this on anymore. anymore. Oh god, hair. Jeez. Oh, I hate it. What's it doing? Wearing headphones over it anyway. This music is quite loud. I can turn it down on my end. How is it on your end? Let's fail. Wait, no. Let's win. You say that, Zirkinus, but I suck. I suck so bad at XCOM. And we're 10 past 7 my time, so if I'm feeling up to it, that's a relatively big if, because I'm fucking tired. We'll do XCOM in about 20 minutes. I want to do some Spanish first. Buy some pizza and you'll be a winner with dinner. If you can find me a gluten-free, dairy-free pizza within my locale, I will happily eat pizza. Oh my gosh, Stitch! Hi! Stitch Raid! Hello, XCOM isn't so hard. I've never played it before. This is my first time playing it. Thank you, everybody, for the follows and for the raid, Stitch. Hi, everybody. How's it going? How is your stream, Stitch? How is your stream? Holy shit. Thank you, Watered Animal and Steve Plummy, for the follow. Woo! Yes, they are. They are. Well, first time might be a little challenging. Yeah, it is my first time playing XCOM 2, and I'm rubbish at it. Oh, hi, Sarah. Oh, hi, Stitch. How are you? How is everybody? If you don't know me, my name is Sarah Weisters. I am choking on air. I am a variety streamer. I like playing retro graphics. I like doing something or other. I'm not even too sure myself, but I'm just trying a lot of different things at the moment. I'm trying XCOM, which I'm really bad at. And we're going to be learning some Spanish today. When you master XCOM, try some Total Warhammer. I've been recommended that game, so I will eventually. I want to do like a big deep dive play of XCOM, like all of the XCOMs on every difficulty and all that stuff, which is going to take probably several years. But yeah, that's something I want to do. So, hola, hola Volpix, ¿cómo estás? I do know some Spanish. I want to make that clear. I do know some Spanish. I'm not entirely convinced myself sometimes, but oh my goodness. Okay, so I don't either. I'd like to think I do, but digging my colourful room, so many people streaming bland box-shaped spaces. Yeah, I thought about just having like a shelf behind me or something, but that would put my desk in a really weird place, so I thought I would just show off my, if I can move in the right direction, my absurdly colourful living room, which I love. I spend many days here because it's my living room and I live here. I have several owl pillows. I have several owls, actually. I have an owl bookstop on my shelf. It's dark brown next to my vintage phone that you can't see because the shelf is black. Oh, I have an owl rucksack. I'm going to show you guys my owl rucksack. Give me 2 seconds. Yes, I live in my living room. I do, actually. I feel like that's not weird. Hold on a second. Oh, you are about to be out-owled. Check out my baby. My baby. I love this rucksack. I have had it 5 years, and not a single one of these gems has come off. And I got it in a market. I got it in Leeds Market 5 years ago, and it's never failed me. Love that thing. Love it to death. And I always tell the story about how I've had it for years and the gems have never come off. Basically, anybody who says, oh, that's a nice rucksack, they get that story. That's just how it goes. Okay. So, welcome everybody. Again, I know I've already done that, but just in case. And we're gonna learn some Spanish. Maybe. Maybe not. I actually have no idea. No idea at all. So I set up my, whatever you call it. My, this. You don't know what I'm talking about. Oh, what is happening? Why is that so tiny? Why is that so tiny? Right, let's fix this. Make it bigger. We're gonna be learning Spanish. I vow to never learn anything again after uni. If it makes you feel better. Excuse me. Trapped gas. I tried going to college twice and dropped out both times. My brain has been terribly and irrevocably harmed. It's sometimes just how that happens. You can tell I'm a master of the English language, so Spanish should be a no-brainer. Here we are. We are learning Espanol. I have actually done all of this, but what I thought I might do is one, turn down my music, because it is loud. Loud. Not that quiet. Thank you. I have a better success story than dropping out twice, but it was a lot of work and fraught with peril. Yeah, I just never really... I only dropped out once. I tried a couple of courses, and I just don't like... I don't like institutions, just generally. I mean, I don't like school, I don't like college, it was just how it was, it's just how it was. But Duolingo is nice because I can do it whenever I want, and nobody's gonna judge me. And I don't know what I'm talking about anymore. I know this one. Pan. Bread. Yeah! Is that loud? Is that loud to anybody else? I can't tell. Hey! I do like a nice salary after working one too many poor paying jobs, so I rolled up my sleeves and went to suffer. Well, if you get something out of it, that's the best thing. Well, I got out of it. Holy crap. Okay, it talks at you. I forgot it does that. A database programmer now. That sounds interesting. Complicated. And not something that my brain probably built to wrap its head around. That doesn't make any sense. That sentence I just said doesn't make any sense. So, I'm going to have to repeat this.
Tú eres una mujer.
It's possible that what am I on about? What subjects interest you? I don't know that Spanish as a subject interests me as it is that I want to go to Spain. I want to spend my winters in Barcelona, and I want to eventually go to Mexico. And having the language is kind of useful. Not to mention my book is partly set in Mexico, and knowing the language is almost entirely necessary for that. Yes, I want to travel. I want to travel so much. And right now I'm stuck here in the middle of nowhere. But, you know what? Baby steps. Tú eres una mujer. Hey! I got it. It is good to see the world. I would love to see more of it, considering I've never left Britain.
Tú eres un hombre.
Unless you count the time my parents thought it would be a great idea to take 3 children under the age of 6 to Paris. I was 2. I don't remember anything. And none of the photos came back properly, so it's like it never really happened. What was the question?
Tú eres un hombre.
Un hombre. Gotcha. Under the age of 6, don't do it. It's a trap. It is completely pointless taking children that small anywhere special because they're not going to remember, and I can't imagine it would have been that much fun for my parents either, being in this beautiful place that's like the most romantic city in Europe, looking after 3 small children. That doesn't sound like fun to me. Yeah, I wish they'd taken me places when I was actually old enough to, you know, form long-lasting memories. That would have been nice. More traveling when I could not remember it when I could. Yeah. I think the only place my parents took me when I was old enough to understand it was when we went to Scotland for a holiday. Never been to Scotland before, and now we've lived there for the past 17 years. My cell phone cameras were top of the line. Scrapbook it. Yeah, I love taking pictures. Taking pictures is one of the only 3 things I can actually do. I can only do maybe 3 things, and that's one of them. I am in the UK. I am in Scotland. Northwest Scotland. It's okay. I don't hate it. At least not as much as I did when I was a teenager, but you hate everywhere when you're a teenager. So, what was the question? I'll say that a lot. That's just something I say a lot.
Yo soy un hombre.
Yo soy un hombre. Awesome. I am a man. Correct. Pretty sure I already did this one. Yo como manzanas. Sí. Yeah.
Yo como, tú comes, él come.
It depends where you are in Scotland. Scotland, like every other country, has its different places. Good, some bad. Weather-wise, okay. In terms of like community, this place is kind of rocking. It's pretty great. But the weather is absolute shit. And I don't just mean, it rains a lot. It does do that. But we don't really get spring and autumn here. We just have 6 to 8 months of winter and maybe 3 to 4 months of summer. Yeah, I love rain as well, but here, especially in winter, we get really, really strong winds and horizontal rain. Umbrellas do not last. I moan at. No, I have not. It has been suggested that I should, though. I was thinking of doing like a hot tub knitting stream where I'm wearing a boiler suit and nothing else. And I mean like a full body boiler suit. Holy shit, 17 viewers. That's a lot of people. Hi, everybody. What was the question? I've got to stop asking that, because I asked that too much. If you only got 17 viewers doing a hot tub stream, you need to up your game. True.
Yo como, tú comes,
All right,
él come.
you... como, tú... Come. Ore. 17 views. That would be a pretty shit turnout for a hot tub stream. That's the wrong thing. What am I clicking on? Yo soy un niño. Fairly, yeah, fairly. But yeah, the winters here absolutely suck. To be honest, they're rubbish. But they're also really, really dark. I've explained this before on one of these streams, probably too long ago for anyone to remember, even me. But winters here, the sun rises maybe at 10:30 in the morning, and then it sets at 2:30 in the afternoon. Every day, for 6 months at least. That's what it is like up here. I hate that about here, and that is a huge part of why I want to spend the winters in Barcelona. Because at least there, we get daylight. It's a bit hard when you have little sunlight to keep them up. Not time to move yet, because I am still dirt poor. But I feel like get a head start on Spanish. Yo soy una mujer. And in 5 to 10 years, which is basically my plan, because I like to give myself as much time as feasibly possible, not a bad sentence, should be okay to go. I would love to be able to move, like, relatively soon, but it just ain't gonna happen. Well, I believe if you have the will, you will find the way. Yeah, definitely. I like to just give myself time and space to be able to, like, think things through and plan out everything. Because I will almost certainly miss stuff, and that will stink. And this label is coming off super easily. Okay, well, that's a thing that happened. Sweet. Upside down question marks inbound. Tú comes manzanas. And I do believe that's meant to be one of those. Sweet. I think I explained this in another stream as well. It is something the streamers do, I think, is they do end up repeating themselves, and that's okay. Is that I think I do actually know a lot more Spanish than I think I do. It's just an anxiety thing that I'm terrified that one of two things is going to happen when I actually meet a Spanish person and have to speak Spanish. Is that I'm going to be so anxious about it that I forget every single Spanish thing I've ever learned. Or two, I'm not going to understand them simply because my hearing is absolute shit. I have the worst hearing of anybody I know. And that includes my mum. And her hearing is terrible. Failure is the best learning too, let the anxiety disappear. Well, that is certainly something I'm working on. Hey, perfecto. Ah! These sound alerts are frightening. Yeah, 3-day streak. That's not good. But I was so bored yesterday. I think it was yesterday. Or maybe it was the day before. I got like over like 900 XP. Usually I only get like 50. And I just realized something. I'm going to turn off studio mode for a second. Can you... No, stop. I don't have any friends. I mean, please. Okay. So the chat box should actually be... Why is it up there? It's the tiniest thing in the world. Right. Okay. So I won't be nervous and forget my lines. I hope not. But maybe. There we go. No friends. It certainly feels that way sometimes. It's probably again an anxiety thing. I probably do have friends. I just forget when they're actually, the question's actually brought up. It's like, so, how many friends do you have? None? Make some. Oh yeah, like it's that easy. Make more. Oh yeah, but that requires going outside, and I'm so tired. Estoy muy cansada. Siempre. Ugh.
Adiós, Juan.
Adios. Juan. And making good friends, not so easy. So true. You can have like a dozen friends. That's probably not a great example of a number. But how many of them are good friends? Maybe one. Or two. I did it. Yay. Adios. Aisha. That's ass. That's ass, yes. Just like you were doing it with me, acing it. Well, thank you for the vote of confidence.
Gracias. Adiós.
Gracias. Blah. Blah. My keyboard skills are shite. Aye. Tú hablas español. Too many of these darn things, and I still haven't figured out how to do the keyboard shortcuts for him. I keep trying them, like every website says it's different, and then nobody seems to... Oh, I missed it. I missed the I could have got that. That would have been so easy.
Hola, mucho gusto.
Hola, mucho gusto. Nice to meet you. Hey. Oh, I keep forgetting you have to press that twice.
De nada, Juan.
Buenos días. Mucho gusto.
Learning. We be learning. Hola. Hi. Tú hablas inglés. Hey. Get in there. I'm the best. That's, Eres el mejor. I know that one. That was one of the first things I learned.
Luis.
I actually learned... I can't say now that I learned most of my Spanish from watching Spanish language things because I've been on Duolingo too long. Well, maybe it's just a mix. It's hard to tell sometimes. Buenas... I've already forgotten. Is it os? I think it's os for this one. Like Buenos Aires, but not. So what piqued your interest in X Sum Full things? I actually don't remember. I honestly don't remember. It was on sale and I bought it. And I don't remember why. I don't remember why, and then just one day I thought, you know what, I'll play it. I'll give it a go. And I kind of love it. I'm shit at it, as you will see. but I like it a lot. I actually sort of avoided turn-based games and like strategy games for the longest time. Now that I'm enjoying XCOM, I'm like, no, I should try more, definitely, because I don't even know exactly what kind of games I'm interested in. It can fly around the ballpark so much because I enjoyed Halo until I tried to play it on normal and I realized I was rubbish. And I found it very infuriating. But I do love Borderlands. And I like, I've suddenly forgotten, and I just realized that these are all here. The letters that I needed are all here. I've been copying them from this bloody notepad thing that I've had up for when I was writing it in my story. And all the letters and stuff are here. Fucking idiot.
De nada.
De nada. Yeah, Borderlands is probably one of my favorite games. I still haven't actually finished Borderlands 2. I started playing it on my shitty laptop that I got before this one, and I just never finished it. No, trashing on yourself. Oh, honey, that's going to happen a lot here. It's all tongue-in-cheek, mostly. Like a good 90% of the time, it's tongue-in-cheek.
Hola.
Yeah.
Inglés?
Well, yeah, I keep most of my legitimate, trashing on myself off the air. I do that in private. That sounds weird.
Hola. ¿Hablas inglés?
That's a question. Hablas inglés. I'm actually not sure if that should be capital H on the hablas, but whatever. Sí. Yo hablo. I suddenly can't remember if that's right. Yo hablo español. Yeah, that's right. Cool.
Hola, Ana.
And there is your nugget of truth.
Hola,
It does.
Ana.
My brain is not computing.
Hola, Ana.
Right, it's really that simple. Hey. Yo hablo inglés. Private self-flagellation party, self-invite only. Yeah, I was trying to avoid using the word self-flagellate because it is just... It's a weird word with bad connotations. I am not going to disable my ad blocker. I'm not going to do that. I'm just... not. Try Duolingo for schools. I am not a language teacher and nobody should treat me like a teacher of anything at all because I suck at it. But yeah, well, you know, people can be their own worst critics. Oh, they absolutely can be. I don't think anyone is actually more critical of anyone than themselves. Oh, definitely. I mean, I'm pretty solid on the fact that I only know about 3 things in my life. Maybe 4 if you include streaming because I'm at least learning the ropes of that. But outside those 3 things, I think my main drawback is that I just don't care outside those 3 things. First one is writing, second one is photography, and the third one is video games. And by photography, I mean pointing and shooting. I don't know shit about cameras, and I don't care. If I get a good camera that takes good pictures, I'm going to be happy about it. I'm not going to start talking about ISOs and frames. And I do love animals, but I don't know anything about them. I mean, I had a cat a couple of years ago, and I learned that it's actually really, really, really hard work looking after a cat. I mean, she was lovely and stingy, and she would sleep on my back in the mornings. Food. I like food, but I don't really know anything about it. I also hate cooking. I find it boring and time-consuming. But then I also find bathing time-consuming, but I have to do that. I also technically have to eat, which is why I generally go for finger foods out the fridge. Just stick it on a plate. Done. Don't need to cook. Cat is hard work. Try a child on the age of 6 in Paris. Yeah, I am not having kids. My sister had a baby girl last summer, and she's lovely. But, I mean, I ain't getting in that. I ain't having kids. I'd be a terrible mother. Absolutely awful. I might get another cat. Because they are lovely creatures, and the hard work is worth it. Well, you don't have to have kids. It's not your birthright or your duty or whatever to reproduce. And I can't get into that. That's just nasty to talk about on the air. But there are very good reasons, medical reasons, that I can't have kids. So, also the fact that I just don't want any. That's a big one. I think. Do we want to do more Spanish, or do we want to jump into XCOM? They are. I can't imagine being a mum. It's just a terrifying prospect. I'm scared that I'm either just going to be either overprotective or unintentionally neglectful. It's like it's the two extremes. I'm either going to be one or the other. I don't feel like I'm going to land in the middle. My sister did, but she was always the one that's been like the family one, the one who's like been really maternal. She's always been like that. I've just been. Most of us can rise up and be decent parents. Yeah, but honestly, when it comes right down to it, it's the big thing of the fact that I physically cannot have children. So, I mean, if I can, like, teach my niece and be, like, a vicarious parent in a way, which in a sense an aunt and uncle are. I've got two brothers, so they'd be the uncles in this case. But maybe. I'm a bit scared at the moment, simply because every single time my niece has seen me over the last few weeks, she's just started crying. So that's not really encouraging. Oh yeah, I know you heard me. I'm sorry. I just repeat myself a lot. It's unfortunate habit of mine. Yeah. I'm trying to think of a way to say this where it makes sense. I can't not have kids because I am technically physically incapable. I can't have kids because I really don't know how to explain it. Thank you for giving me a pass on that one, but it's just very complicated, and I actually have to talk about it to a fucking evaluator on Thursday anyway, so I don't really want to do it right now either. So I'm gonna maybe, but the thing is, I was actually talking to my mum about this a few weeks ago, unsurprisingly really, because my mother has always wanted grandchildren. It's just that I don't think I'd be able to do it alone. And to do it with another person is that you first have to be in a fully committed relationship. And that all by itself is just one huge hurdle. Oh, that's a shame. I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, sorry about that. Okay, this is a long piece. So everyone will walk a mile in these shoes. That's some heavy stuff. I'm gonna get Steam up. And we're gonna switch to some... No, it's okay. No, it's okay. I eventually want to do, like, full-on story stuff streams on here, and they're gonna be some pretty heavy shit. I know it's fiction, that's not what I meant to click on. Not that either. This one. I know it's fiction, but it's that's a good way to be. It's comfortable talking about anything. I'm confident in my ability to overcome the world. That's a really good way to be. That's a really good way to be. I don't think I'm ready for that yet. Someday. I'm having to take things very slowly at the moment. I'm trying to balance everything out, and it's... Well... It's got its own challenges. Live a hard life is to live a life, and I will take life. You do realize that could be construed in another way, right? You gotta live if you want dreams to become realistic. Reality is not realistic. I can't. That's something else you realize. I can't read. My eyesight is just... I should sit closer to my desk so I can actually see chat properly. Right. Yeah, I just got a crap ton of demos. I think I installed so many demos over the last couple of days that I actually ran out of disk space. So, I don't need my friends list. Oh great, Steam's crashed. Or something. It's just being very dramatic. Yeah, I definitely have dreams of travel. It's definitely something I want to do. I want to go to Spain. I want to take pictures. I want to write my book. And, oh, I want to go to New York. It's a big thing I want to do is go to New York because most of my novel is set there. And I know it's like, why are you writing a novel set in places you've never been? Well, I think it's partly a form of escapism. Also because, God, writing books set here is just boring. Oh yeah, I've got like a big list of things I want to work towards. It's my biggest problem. My biggest barrier is I am tired all the time. All the time. Like, just sitting up sometimes can be exhausting. So that's my Twitter. Oh yeah. I did post about it there. And it's in my bio, I think. So yeah, I have chronic fatigue. And it's just a big barrier that I'm just trying to figure out. It's gonna be slow. It is definitely an obstacle. It's the bigger one than I ever thought. I think the only reason I actually even got as far in my novel as I did is because last year nothing happened. And the things that did happen were terrible, and it was lockdown, and I had nothing else to do except write. So I did. In a way, yeah, it is good. It's oh jeez, I do not want to spend the rest of my life exhausted. I want to figure this out and find out my limits and just be able to live a normal, happy, maybe not full life, but a comfortable one, a content one. I have so many stories I want to write. I want to eventually make my novel into a TV series. I want to do that. And I want it on location in both New York and Mexico. So many things I want to do. I believe we get out of it what we put into it, and each day is a day to try. So, definitely. And I just keep pulling the labels off this bottle. Oh yeah, they definitely don't. But that's the thing about life, is that if it played out exactly the way you wanted it to be, it wouldn't be life. Yeah, that's my favourite thing I see floating around the internet, is you have survived 100% of your bad days. So I'm going to switch this music off now. And I'm going to go... Wait, I've got to change on OBS. XCOM 2. Get rid of the Spanish and the makeup tag. First playthrough. And it is kind of a casual playthrough. I'm not tryharding it. I just want to have fun with it and probably screw it up. Yeah. Okay, so. Play. There's been some heavy conversation topics, but I think it is good to talk about them. Definitely. It's better than bottling everything up all the time. And I said that as well, holding a bottle, because I am super witty. Right. Hopefully this will work. It'll probably crash at least once. As it generally tends to do. I have failed, faltered, and fallen plenty along the way, but wouldn't be where I am today without some blood, sweat, and tears. So true. Everybody who thinks that they can get a good life just handed to them doesn't know anything about life. You gotta work for it. You gotta understand it. There's just so much more to life than just receiving. Heaven's sake, XCOM, why must you do this every single time? Every time. Yeah, being stubborn. I am very stubborn. Okay, it's giving me the hourglass symbol, which I changed it to. Why does every sudden noise startle me? Okay. Okay, it's not showing up, which is annoying. Catch a specific window. XCOM 2. Did it work? Maybe? Huh? Cat trauma. And it's still not showing up. Oh, right, I clicked freaking. It's still not showing up.